start with the first game of the section because it's first, and that's how we roll. All right, we've got rules. S is before V, and essentially those last two rules are the same thing. T and W can't be in between the other two. All right, so that first question, putting them in order, T and W can't be in between the other two, but in answer choice A and E, T is in between R and S. You can't do that. Get rid of A, get rid of E. In answer choice C, W is in between T and R. Get rid of that shit. That leaves us with only B and D, and in answer choice D, S is not before V. Get rid of D, we have B as our right answer. All right, question 2. If S is fourth, what must be true? All right, we put S in fourth place, that means V is after it, and now T is before S, so he's also before R. Two ways we could do that. T could be before them both here, or T could be before them both here. In this instance, obviously, W is before T and R, no problem. In this instance, obviously, W has to be after both T and R. We're asked what must be true, and answer choice C must be true. All right, question 3. If R is first. R is first. So now obviously T is after both R and S. So this is not T. It's also clearly not V. Not T, not V. It's not W. W can't be in between them. W is after both R and T. It's not T. It's not V. It's not W. That leaves us with only S. And now T is not a problem. T is, wherever we put it, after R and S. W has to be after R and T. Now we could do this as a rule of two situation also. You know, W could either be here or here. He's here, that's T, and that's V. If he's here, T and V just in whatever order. What were we asked? What could be true? Hey, look at answer choice B. For question 4, trapezoid is second. What could be true? Trapezoid is second. Same sort of thinking we applied in that last question. If trapezoid is second, it's not in between S and R. So this isn't S, this isn't R, and it isn't V. Has to be W. And now W and T are both ahead of their little, dueling families, which means that so long as S is before V, R can be in any of these spots, and S is just somewhere before V. What could be true? Answer choice E, R could be in any of those spots. Answer choice E could be true. All right, for question 5, first and second pieces could be. Let's talk about why A, B, C, and D are all wrong. A, R and V. Where's S? B, R and W. Where is T? S and T. Where is R? T and W. Where is R? None of those are going to work. That leaves us with only answer choice E, W, and S. And why not? We could then, put T after everybody, and V and R can go in whatever order they want to. S is before V, T is after, W is before. There's one way we could order them with W and S leading off. For question 6, we're going to put Vancouver second. Let's put Vancouver second. We have a rule about Vancouver, that means S is first. And now, T as after both R and S, so T is either here or here. He's here, he's after R, W is after them both. Cool. If he's here, he's after R, W will have to be before them both. Cool. What could be true? D? Sure. D could be true. Finally, then, question 7, if we're going to put wisteria first, let's talk about this. If we're going to put wisteria first, why can trapezoid not be third? Well, Put Wisteria first, right? Now, Wisteria is before T and R. Cool. T now has to be either before everybody else, before R and S before V, right? So T is either before those three, or T is after R and S, in which case T will have to be back here somewhere. T and V, S and R in some order. So T could be second. T could be either fourth or fifth, but T can't be third, and that finishes off this game. Alright, in that video I showed you why all the right answers were the right answers in that game. But I didn't really show you how to arrive at those answers. I didn't give you a system for dealing with the questions. I didn't give you a method for arriving at a diagram and working through a game on your own. And that's because I think that's worth paying for. If you agree with me, check out this link and you can see a list of all our current course offerings and their prices, and they're pretty reasonable, I think. And if you don't want to pay for that, that's totally cool. Just keep making the best use you can out of all these free videos, and please tell all your friends and family, neighbors and acquaintances and people you meet on the street how awesome we are. Of course, if you thought that was awesome, you really should see what's in the paid course.